Am I pretty? Do like make you want to kiss me or something? No? Welcome back, everybody. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, who liked the video, who commented. I really appreciate y'all. That was really sweet of y'all. To all my 18 subscribers, I love you. Today I kind of wanted to make a video, doing not like a story time, but like telling stories. I seen this idea on TikTok. Well, I seen a lot of story time ideas, and then I was thinking I can tell stories. Like I seen some people do stories on Reddit, or they have their own stories, like I said, story times and stuff. But I figured, why not read some stories? Yeah. So, I'm gonna be reading some stories today. Now, I don't know what kind of stories. I don't know if I want to do scary. I don't know if I want to do something with drama. I don't know. But I'm gonna figure it out right now. Should I ask ChatGPT? Or should we ban AI? I forgot about that. Let me not use AI. I don't know what thing to do for Reddit. Or what's the I think I can just I don't know what to do. Should I do scary stories, or I'm gonna search stories on Reddit. Ooh, bless me. Ooh, the let's not meet. I heard these stories on hold on, I'm gonna sneeze again. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I've heard of the let's not meet stories on the scary stories animated. I don't know if any do y'all watch those? I used to watch those in middle school a lot. Some of the channels are IMR Scary Tales, I think, and then Horror Shorts Party. I like all those channels. Okay, let's not meet. Ooh, okay. Found a hidden folder on my friend's USB. That sounds interesting. Let's see. Okay. It's from the Let's Not Meet group, and Open Appearance 4795 wrote it. Okay. It says, I'm posting this for no real reason, just to share a creepy, unfortunate experience from my past. This is my first time posting on Reddit, so I hope I have used the right style or topic, place, or whatever. A few years ago, a friend gave me, 39 female, and my ex, 36 male, a USB to use for music in my car. After about 6 or 7 months, we got bored of the same songs, so my ex plugged it into a computer to add more music. He decided to wipe it out completely. But when he did, he found a hidden folder. Inside were hundreds of photos of celebrities, news reporters, older women, people labeled as mom's friends. But then we saw photos of me and other women from our friend group. Some of them had been edited. He had drawn over them, exaggerated body parts, and even turned some into crude animated images. Then we found another folder. This one was worse. It was filled with photos he had secretly taken, mostly of me, all without my knowledge. Some were normal at first glance. Photos of me sitting, talking, or on the phone. Some were of me bending over to pick something up. Ew. Close, sometimes with flash. In some, he had lifted the blankets to take pictures under the covers. There was even one when he was touching my butt while I slept. Looking back, other things started to make sense. One night after going out, my purse went missing from my car and was never found. He had been with us later and borrowed my car. At the time, I didn't suspect him, but now I'm convinced he took it. Another time, I was in the shower while he was at the house. I heard noises outside the window, like someone moving through the bushes. I ignored it at the time, but now I believe he may have been trying to spy on me. He was socially awkward and didn't have any friends. Many friends. So we were some of the only people he spent time with. Because of that, I trusted him. That trust was completely misplaced. When we found everything, we told some of our friends, including the woman whose photos were on the USB. He later sent a message apologizing. He said he had been lonely and hadn't been with anyone in years, but I admitted that didn't excuse what he did. What made it worse was that my ex didn't seem to take it very seriously. After we broke up, I found out he was still in contact with him. It hurt, but honestly, it didn't surprise me. To this day, I don't know if anything was found on his devices during an unrelated police incident. I never got any answers. The whole experience completely broke my trust in him and made me question my judgment of people. So, why was your ex still in contact with him? Like, that's really weird. Like, imagine you having a friend and, like, you have a boyfriend and then you find pictures of you in awkward situations on your friend's phone and your boyfriend finds out. Like, is he not gonna get mad, or did your boyfriend not like you, or I don't know. That's crazy. That's really weird. I mean, what am no, that's weird. That's literally weird. That's just creepy. And I think that's just creepy. And then you not knowing, like, any of that was happening, or you not knowing anything, like, or you completely putting your trust in him, like, that's scary. Putting your trust in people is scary. Let's see, is this one long? No. Okay. I found another one. This is obviously in the Let's Not Meet group, by Fiu Jellyfish 7263. And it's titled, "We Saw Something We Weren't Supposed to See." I'm posting here to make sure that this is recorded at least somewhere in case anything happens. I will go into only the required amounts of details of the environment, per stated in rules. Was driving out of nowhere, vile for... What? Oh, this is like, she put the names in front of the sentences, so it's kind of like a script almost. Hello? Whoa, I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It took like a 3-hour break. But that's because my sister called me. So let's continue with these stories, y'all. Okay. Yes, I'm over 18 Reddit. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, let's read this embarrassing story by Sif Maruk in the Stories group. Embarrassing story, it says. Okay. One time when I was like 8 and I was in swimming class, I was jumping off a diving board, and it wasn't a short one, but it wasn't a tall one either. Anyways, my swimming teacher taught us to spread our legs when jumping, not too much, but a little. She taught us this by whenever she did it, we repeated it. So when I went onto the diving board, she did it just as a reminder and did it back to signal I understood. It made me tip over. Like, why can I read? It made me tip over to left. Like, is it just me or this person doesn't know how to? It made me tip over to left. My trunks was literal underwear. Got stuck on the corner. I stayed on there for 10 seconds, then fell, and so did my underwear. But as soon as I landed in the water, I put it on. Wasn't that bad, right? That's crazy. Imagine hanging from the diving board. That's embarrassing. Wow. Okay, this is in the Cryptic Compendium group by Donovan, 221. I think my wife is hiding something in our basement. Me and my wife have been together for nearly 5 years now. We were high school sweethearts. Went against our parents' better judgment when we ran off and got married fresh out of high school. What can you do, right? We were young, dumb, but hey, I was financially stable enough to support us. Get us a nice little double-wide trailer on the outskirts of town. Put food on the table, keep cable on the TV, that sort of thing. She knew... Wait. Little double-wide trailer. Trailers have basements? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I don't even know. She knew it wasn't forever. She knew that I'd keep my promise and get us an actual house, put us somewhere nice, an HOA neighborhood without the HOA. Oh, he's probably talking about like in the future. Okay. I think her pregnancy scared her. I mean, she was only 20. Of course it scared her. But when we found out we were having twins, that's when she really started to slip off the deep end. I blamed it on the pregnancy at first. Her mood swings, those violent bursts of anger and frustration, right before tears started to stream down her face. But when the symptoms progressed, even after giving birth, they became harder to just ignore. We got the best of both worlds. A little boy named Jackson and our sweet little Roxanne. I can't even describe it. It was just like she hated them. She'd scream at them when they cried. Just get in their faces and scream for them to shut up at the top of her lungs. Countless fights were started solely because I tried to calm her down during her routine fits. That's when her anger became more focused on me, personally. And look, I get it, okay? Don't have them if you can't support them. I love those kids, and I will never call them mistakes. God's plan is what they were. God's plan is what they were. Period. Even still, they were two new mouths to feed. I think that's what bothered my wife so much. Her hopes of an actual home had just been pushed back by a significant margin. Why can I read? You need to ask for a raise. You need to ask for a promotion. You need to look for another job. Her words rattled around in my head like loose sticks of dynamite. I knew I needed to step up. I knew that this couldn't be our life forever. Oh my God. I started working double shifts, leaving my wife home to take care of the kids. 14-hour days, 7 days a week, and still it wasn't enough. My cash I don't know, of savings was hardly even touching $1,000, and I was slowly killing myself. My wife wasn't doing too well either. I think the constant childcare... Oh my wife wasn't doing too well either. I think the constant childcare may have been taking a bit of a toll on her. She was looking more and more exhausted every day. Her hair was constantly a mess, and her eye bags looked to weigh at least 20 pounds each. I wanted to take over. I wanted to give her a night out, but I couldn't. I was working constantly. All my money was going straight towards bills, food, and college funds. God, I can't even say I was surprised when I came home today to find the house eerily silent. No cries, no screams, no laughter, just long, agonizing silence. Honey, I called out. Down here, darling. Her voice was coming from the basement. She sounded more chipper than usual, but not exactly in the most pleasant of ways. It was an unhinged kind of delight, like she was overcompensating for something. I made my way to the top of the stairs where I found two distinct streaks of blood leading down each step. The sounds of chains and locks echoed somewhere in the basement. I reached the bottom step and found my wife standing beneath a single overhead light that illuminated both her and a suspiciously stained meat freezer. Chains wrapped around that thing and a big metal lock held them in place. My wife turned to greet me in her blood-soaked nightgown. She wore a fake smile on her face, so deprived that she barely looked human. Honey, I choked. Where are the kids? She started laughing, giggling at first, but it soon turned into a full-blown meltdown of laughter. Oh, you know, she laughed. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. That's terrifying. Oh my god, that's so sad. Those poor babies. That's sad. I don't know if this is real though. I don't know if this guy writes stories for a living. But that's real. That's really sad. And I didn't know trailers had basements. So I know a trailer isn't just like the ones, they're off ground, right? Trailers are off ground. So how would it have a basement? I mean, am I just slow?
Okay. Well, yes.
Probably. Okay. This is by Donovan too, in the Scary Stories group. I think my ex-girlfriend put a curse on me. I went through a pretty rough breakup recently with a girl who was really into crystals and what have you. Her whole room was decorated with dream catchers and things of that nature. She was great, if I'm being honest. Nothing practically wrong with her or anything. She was just into spirituality and dark magic that turned me off to the point of resentment. That kind of thing is so childish in my opinion. You're literally playing with rocks. Thinking that the world and stars are communicating with you. Dumbest thing I've ever heard. At that point, damn, then don't date her. Like, what? At the point of our breakup, though, we had already been together for about 7 months. Attachment had become a real thing. And I think it was more prominent in her than it was in me. That being said, the breakup was not taken lightly. There were fights, screaming matches, all manner of verbal assaults that ensued within the following weeks. I stood firm in my decision. Every time she tried to contact me from fake social media account or number, she'd be blocked within minutes, only for her to try again the next day and the next day and the next day. Even after I got my new girlfriend, she'd just keep trying to fix things, force things to work, even though I'm sure she knew deep down that they never would. Day by day, I'd hear from her against my will, that is, until all of her communication stopped entirely. Not gradually either. One day she just stopped trying. I thought she had given up, realized that we weren't meant to be, and started the process of moving on with her life. And for a few days that seemed to be the case. I was ecstatic, with the emotion weight finally being off my shoulders. However, the joy was pretty short-lived. I had woken up in the middle of the night one night in absolute agony. I couldn't pinpoint the source of my pain because frankly it was everywhere, all over my body from head to toe. All I could do was stumble blindly into the bathroom, feeling around to guide myself through the dark. I made it to the bathroom and I found the light switch, and what I saw in the mirror when I flipped the switch was enough to make my heart stop in its chest. Hundreds of tiny holes filled my body, thousands even, too many to count. But I literally could feel the tiny streams of blood trickling out. Ooh. Obviously, I wanted to call the police, but as soon as I went to find my phone, it was like a force-filled encapsulate my entire body. I couldn't move an inch. Suddenly, my arm began to bend against my will, pulled behind my back by an unknown force with the strength of a gorilla. I felt the pressure build more and more until snap. The pain was enough to make the world feel quiet. I couldn't even hear myself scream because it was like every portion of my brain was too focused on the pain. That's when my leg began to bend against my knee. Further and further, I could hear my own bones creaking until again, snap. All I could do was stare at the bones sticking out of my leg. In utter shock and disbelief, I cried at the top of my lungs, screaming for God to help me. I lay there for a moment, breathing heavy and trying to make sense of everything. My concentration was interrupted though, when I was lifted into the air and thrown violently against the wall again and again. Blood poured from my broken teeth. I knew that my nose had been broken, but the pain in my arm and leg were still the center of my attention. After one more toss against the wall, I was out cold, knocked unconscious on the icy bathroom floor. I awoke hours later from the pain, but instead of finding myself on the floor, I found myself on my bed, tucked in tightly underneath the covers with the familiar woman standing over me and stroking my hair. With a wink, a smirk, and a kiss on the forehead, she left me with one final sentence. Now you know not to ever leave me again. That's why you don't mess with that stuff, boo. I believe that stuff's real. Magic is real. I would never mess with somebody who plays with that stuff, because it's real. I don't know. I can't do that. But should I do another story or... That's creeping me out. Oh my god. So, should I end the video here? Or should I go heat up the Texas Roadhouse leftovers in the fridge? What do y'all think? You think I'm big and fat? Okay. I could do that and like read another story if that makes you feel better. Sounds good? Okay. I'll be right back then. Okay, I'm back. Wait, do y'all think this is actually big though? Be honest. Like, have you ever done that before? I'm pretty sure you have. Don't lie. Summer's around the corner. Oh, what am I doing? Y'all know that one girl that is mukbang and she's on water for balance. Water for balance, guys. Okay. Does anybody know, like, if this cup is supposed to be used, or if this little tap is supposed to be used as a cup? Because that's what I use it for sometimes. Like, it's like perfect.
Abby, or go ask Sophia, go ask Max. We're calling. 5-4. Abby, my best friend, have fun, random conversation. Let's do it. Jason with the hearts.
Y'all, let's read it. Am I the asshole? I feel like I look so ugly eating. I don't even want to eat right now. Okay. This is by Still Dust 8491 in the stories group. Am I the asshole? Let's find out. I recently went out drinking with a few of my friends. When we was out, my mate's girlfriend kissed me several times. I didn't stop to kiss, but didn't exactly lean in closer. On the way home, we got an Uber and we kissed a few more times and got a bit frisky with each other. Her grabbing my grabbing her thigh. We kissed more. She confessed feelings for me, such as when they break up, she wants to get with me. I have now told my mate the morning after, but now my entire friend group has ghosted me and refusing to speak to me. But somehow she has gotten off scot-free. Am I that asshole? I feel like she has more blame than me. I'm not excusing anything I've done, but having everyone ghost you all at once does a huge toll on your mental health. You're right about one thing. You definitely shouldn't take the blame for it. Well, not all the blame for it. The girlfriend should be at fault too. But the fact that you were drinking says a lot too, because obviously people can't control themselves when they're drunk. But then again, there's a lot of people who can, and like they know what they're doing is wrong. So you are wrong, like from that part of it, like from where you were, making out with her and we're touching each other or whatever. You're definitely wrong for that. She's also wrong too, because she confessed her feelings, but low-key, like, you're in the right, because, wait, is that a thing? You're in the right or you're in the wrong? you told your friend. Like, you told him the truth the next morning. I mean, you did tell him, so I mean, yeah, he's gonna be mad at you, so it's like, I feel like it's explainable that he would block you, but sorry, this is from the editing studio. Honestly, I think that like, why did y'all get an Uber in the first place, and why didn't your friend and the girlfriend get the Uber? You know what I'm saying? So that's a little weird to begin with. Secondly, she literally probably lied. She probably told her boyfriend that you're lying and that you were drunk and that you were touching her. Like, she could have lied. So, I mean, that's unfortunate for you. But yeah, that's how I feel. I literally forgot to add that in. That's why I like decided to come at. I feel so bad. But tomorrow I'm going to the gym, so me acting like that means anything. I'm still eating the calories tonight. Bye. This guy asked me what's my nationality, and I put the Mexican flag and the Honduras flag, and he put Mexican and catracha sounds like trouble to me. And then I put hashtag misunderstood. Because we're not all like that. I just realized I haven't ate like late at night in a long time. This is pissing me off. Am I still gonna eat? Yeah. You want some? Oh, you're not a fat pig? Okay. I should look be a mukbanger. I feel like I'm giving mukbanger vibes. That's for my thumbnail. Okay, this is by Buttmaker 105. Oh wait, Buttermaker, I'm dead. Buttermaker 105, and that Stoies group. That was a lot. I shouldn't have ate that. My stomach's gonna hurt. I accidentally went on a date with the wrong person. This still feels unreal thinking back on it. I matched with someone on a dating app and we planned to meet at a coffee shop. We'd been texting for a few days, so I felt comfortable enough. A few minutes after I sat down, a girl walked in, looked at me, smiled, and came over. So obviously I thought it was her. We started talking and everything felt normal at first, but after a while I noticed small things didn't match what we had talked about before. She did not have a dog, did not remember things we discussed, stuff like that. I was confused but still not fully realized what was happening. Then I got a text, "Hey, I'm here. I think I see you." I looked up and saw another girl standing at the door looking right at me. Yeah, I was sitting with the wrong person. Turns out she was also waiting for somebody else. We'd both just picked the wrong table. We laughed, apologized, and switched seats like nothing happened. Still the most awkward start to a date I've ever had. So you didn't know how she looked? Like, I'm confused. You matched with someone on a dating app and you didn't know how she looked? Oh my god, y'all, do I look snatched? No, I look big and round. I love water so much. I don't even think it's just that I like water. I think it's because I got used to it. Because, like, when you drink water every day, you start to, like, want to drink water. You just, like, immediately, like, want to switch to drinking water. Trust me, I say that from experience. And so I started drinking juices again, and then, but low-key, like, I never stopped drinking water, though. Your turn. Here you go, queen. Strike a pose. I already feel my stomach hurting. I know it. I knew this would happen to me. But I just never learned my lesson. I just wanted to eat. It's funny because I like said, oh, come with me on my weight loss journey, and like the next video you just see me eating late at night. It's actually 11:30 right now. So yeah. But I will be in the gym tomorrow. So yay for me. I think this is gonna be the end of the video though, low key, because I need to go take a shower and go to sleep. I'm tired. But oh, let me get that out the way. But thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for joining me being fat. Thank you for joining to hear about these stories. Promise there'll be like more content or different content. I know this is kind of like dumb, but oh well. It was an idea. Idea was had, and I will be making more videos. So thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. Thank you again to everybody who subscribed and liked. Thank y'all. Have a good night.